You win and your World Series dream stays alive. You lose, well, you go home. The stakes are that simple today at Wrigley Field on a beautiful afternoon for baseball at the friendly confines. Game 3 of the wild card playoff series between the Cubs and the Padres. Both teams have won a game thanks to their powerful bullpens. What happens today? That's the beauty of October baseball. Anything can happen today.
Two very evenly matched teams. What to expect today? The unexpected. You just don't know who's going to be the guy that steps up and has the big game. And that's what postseason baseball is all about. You want your stars to play big, but you just don't know who that person is going to be.
Game 3 starter for the Cubs. It is Jameson Taillon. His second postseason start, maybe, just maybe, Ben, for the former second overall pick, the most important start of his big league career.
I don't know if you could have a better Game 3 start than Jameson Taillon, especially the way he finished the regular season, man. When he came off the IL for the second time, his last 6 starts, how about this? 4-1 with a 157 ERA.
Fernando Tatis Jr. going to lead off against Jameson Taillon.
Tatis chases again. He swings at all 3 pitches, and Jameson Taillon sets the tempo. Well, the wind is always a factor at Wrigley Field, and right now it's a little bit different than the first 2 days. The wind is actually blowing out to left and center. It might be a more hitter-friendly environment today. That one vaulted in the air to Pete Crow Armstrong. You could see him drifting back. PCA in front of the wall puts it away. The first 2 days, guys, PCA's probably coming in on that fly ball.
Park is playing a lot different today.
Manny Machado had the biggest swing of the season for the Padres. A 2-run home run in the 5th yesterday, his 12th career in the postseason. Machado to right center field. Crow Armstrong, electric. Maybe no one better in the game anywhere than PCA.
Padres go 1-2-3.
Michael Busch will lead it off. No score, bottom of the first inning. And Yu Darvish, the former Cub, is on the mound. His 14th career postseason start, 7th as a Padre, most all time. And boy, does he love this place. He has totaled 13 innings and allowed just 1 run.
Busch grounds the ball over to the right side and through. A base hit for Busch.
Cubs with their first hit of the ballgame.
No score, a man at first, nobody out. Nico Horner, the batter.
Horner with the ground ball slowly to short. Bogarts will flip to second. Cronenworth can't get it to first in time. 6-4 fielder's choice, and Darvish has the first out.
No score, 1 away, a man at first, and the batter, Ian Happ.
As Happ swings and misses, and there's another elevated fastball for strike 3.
Well, it's got to be the scout report, because all the Padre pitchers have just pounded the ball towards the top of the zone. They just consistently throw those 4-seamers just above the top of the zone to get some swing and miss.
Kyle Tucker now, left-handed batter.
Horner's on the run. Here's Fermin's throw. It is a little bit late. A quick save call by Mike Malinsky at second as Nico steals the bag.
Did they get him?
Well, the
That's
Padres
close.
think so. They're using one of their 2 challenges.
Oh, they got him.
Yeah.
He's out.
Man, Freddie Fermin came out of there, man.
Yeah, but the tag, look at how aggressive Bogarts is. How many times do we see that arm get by and Bogarts comes down and lands the tag with conviction?
Yeah.
Yu Darvish is about to be the only Padre left on the field.
Field needs overturned. The runner's out.
Yep.
San Diego retains both their challenges.
Not for long. Freddie Fermin cuts down Nico Horner.
No runs, a hit, nobody left. After 1 at Wrigley, no score.
Taillon has set down the first 5 Padres. 0-0 game, and the batter is Ryan O'Hearn.
As Ryan O'Hearn grounds a ball just off the glove of Nico Horner. It's the second base hit here in the wild card series for O'Hearn. He's the Padres' first base runner. O'Hearn sneaks it off the glove, and the Padres have a base runner for Gavin Sheets. And Taillon is throwing the changeup more as the years gone on. Will he go back to a 2-2? Yes, he will. Kick change and a beauty.
Taillon has put 2 zeros on the board. We go to the bottom of inning number 2.
Cub offense has been held in check beautifully in the first 2 games of this series by the Padres.
Kyle Tucker gets to restart his at-bat.
Line drive, base hit to right down the line. Over to pick it up is Tatis. It's a leadoff single for Kyle Tucker.
And the Cubs are getting their big man back in the middle of the order. And the Cubs Cubs yesterday, Craig Counsell Bermudez had only one leadoff man on. Already today, the Cubs have the leadoff man on twice.
You know, one of the guys that's been red hot for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki, coming up with a guy on. You like seeing him come to the plate with men on.
Seiya Suzuki, left field, that's a fair ball. Tucked inside the line, Suzuki has his third extra base hit of the series. Tucker's into third, and the pressure's really on the Padres now.
Hottest bat in this lineup has been Seiya Suzuki. He came in hitting 5 home runs in 4 games, had a home run in game 1 and a double now. Back-to-back games.
Great scoring chance. Second and third, nobody out.
San Diego is going to draw the infield only partly in for Carson Kelly. Kelly gets drilled. Two-seamer ran right into the elbow. And the Cubs load the bases with nobody out.
Well, Hugh Darvish trying to get that fastball inside because he's trying to create a ground ball to keep the runner at third base. He just overcooked this one. And all of a sudden now the Cubs bases loaded and nobody out.
Of course, it's Pete Crow Armstrong. We've talked about him all series long. He was the dude in the first half, and we saw the best Cubs offensive numbers, and he has struggled as of late.
Yeah.
Message right now is do not pitch it in the strike zone.
In the left center field, here comes Jackson Merrill. It flies for a base hit. Pete Crow Armstrong puts the Cubs on top in game 3.
Well, that's kind of what I'm talking about right there. Darvish with the bases loaded can't afford to expand the zone. You got to find a way to get a ball in the strike zone. And I'll tell you what, when PCA attacks balls over the white part of the plate, he can have some success. Just got a ball he can handle, dumps it out. You see Merrill coming hard right there. He had a chance at it. Ball falls right in front court. The Cubs only can score 1. That's the first base hit of this series for the Cubs with a runner in scoring position.
Bases loaded, nobody out, 1-0 Cubs, bottom of the second inning, and Yu Darvish's day is done. Mike Schilt coming out, he will make a pitching change.
Yu Darvish faced 4 hitters in the second, did not retire any of them. The former Cub Jeremiah Estrada gets thrown into the maelstrom at Wrigley Field.
Swanson 2 for 6 in this series.
Up high, it's ball 4. Swanson walks in a run, it's 2-0.
Pretty good plate appearance by Dansby. That was the patience of a veteran we just saw.
Big at bat, and now the Cubs need another big swing for Matt Shaw.
Shaw chases well off the plate, and Estrada picks up the strikeout for the first out.
Now the lineup turns over, and now you're dealing with the top, with Bush coming up next.
Fastball down, grounded to first. Arise gets 1, Bogarts 2. Double play, and the Padres limit the damage.
What a beautiful play.
Jeremiah Estrada comes in with his fire extinguisher.
Luis Arise first up in the 4th inning against Jameson Taillon.
And Arise with a line drive dropped by Swanson. He's got time, and Arise is out. Arise was well out of the baseline, it looked like. He was heading back to the dugout.
Yeah, it looked like to me he thought the ball was caught on a line drive by Swanson. So Arise quit running right here. See, I mean, he slowed down a little bit, and that cost him a base runner right there. And he is upset with himself because he knows he should be at first base right now.
Padres have been foiled by Dansby Swanson all series. 2 great plays Tuesday. Got it out to start the 4th as Machado pops the ball up toward first. Will it stay in play? Yes, it will. Michael Bush up close and personal with the Padres for the second out.
That's what you call home field advantage right there. Michael Bush knew exactly where the rail was. Just kind of eases over, feels it with his legs, and just kind of leans into that Padres dugout.
2 outs, nobody on for Merrill, who struck out looking his first time up.
First pitch swinging. Merrill ropes the ball to the right field corner. Suzuki fields it, wheels and throws to second. It's not in time, and Jackson Merrill has his second double of the wild card series.
And just like that, the tying run is coming to the plate.
As Xander Bogaerts will look to create some 2-out magic here.
And Bogaerts lifts it into left field. Ian Happ comes barreling in. Swanson goes out and makes the catch. Merrill stranded at second. 4 scoreless for Taillon in game 3.
Jameson Taillon coming out of the ball game after 4 innings, 2 hits, 4 punch outs. Caleb Thielbar will now enter the ball game for the Cubs. Veteran left-hander, he has had a great year.
One away. Gavin Sheets now will face Thielbar. He did not have the opportunity to do so yesterday.
Gavin Sheets has his first hit of this series. He drags his slider left on left into right. He has his first hit. Now Jake Cronenworth, who's 0 for 8. Didn't even get a scholarship to play at South Dakota State, and here he is carving up batters in the postseason. Thielbar strikes out 2 of the 3 lefties, and Craig Counsell will get Daniel Palencia in a 2-0 game.
Daniel Palencia, he'll face Freddie Fermin.
1-0-1 fought down the line and left. That's a fair ball. Freddie Fermin jumps on the fastball. And the Padres have runners at second and third with 2 down for Fernando Tatis Jr. as Fermin comes through. Remember a year ago, Fernando Tatis Jr. tried to carry the Padres through the first couple of rounds. In a huge spot here. He swings and puts the ball in the air to right. Routine for Suzuki. Palencia's fired up. He gets Tatis, strands the tying runs in scoring position. Daniel Palencia on phase 2, 3, 4. It's a one-hopper to a sliding Swanson. He does it again! You shall not pass!
MVP of this series without a doubt, and it's the D. And if you want sexy stats, I get we can talk offense, we can talk pitching all day, but for me it's the D when it comes to the Cubs. Dansby Swanson showing it off here, just knock this ball down, spin it around, and throw out a Luis Arraez who's getting down the line. That is 4 now, count them, 4 hits taken away from Dansby Swanson.
That is the first walk issued by a Cub pitcher in this game. And it will bring the tying run to the plate with 1 away in the top of the 6th inning.
Jackson Merrill.
And Merrill grounds the ball to shortstop. Swanson to the bag. Swanson to first. Swanson to the dugout. He's everywhere.
Dansby grabbed the grounder, ran over. The timing was impeccable. As soon as he stepped on the bag, he was throwing to first and avoiding the sliding Machado. You can't do it any better than Dansby just did.
And the Padre closer, Robert Suarez, is in to try and keep the Padres in this game.
In a rare circumstance here for the Padres.
And the Cubs have 2 men on with 1 away, trying to add to their 2-0 lead.
So that is definitely some movement in the right direction for Pete Crow Armstrong.
Big spot now for Dansby Swanson. That's a very important run out at second base.
Swanson chases another changeup. Strikeout for Suarez.
2 on and 2 out for Shaw, who has struck out both times today.
Shaw strikes out swinging. Smoke from Suarez strands 2 Cubs.
100-mile-an-hour heater and back-to-back Ks for Suarez after the 2 singles, and will go to the 7th inning. Xander Bogaerts, Ryan O'Hearn, and Gavin Sheets coming up. Daniel Palencia is still out there, at least for 1 more batter.
Bogaerts in the left. There's a leadoff hit, and for the first time today, San Diego gets the leadoff runner on.
Valencia is going to leave the game as Drew Pomeranz now prepares to go to work on Ryan O'Hearn.
Bogaerts at first, nobody out. O'Hearn looks a fly ball to left center. Winds died down. Pete Crow Armstrong with plenty of space puts him away. Padres will go to their bench now with 1 out. They saw Mike Schill pinch hit Jose Iglesias for Gavin Sheets yesterday, and he'll do so again in the 7th inning today. Iglesias shows bunt. Here's a throw to second, and the swept tag late. Xander Bogaerts sneaks in there. The second best base stealer by stolen base percentage in the big leagues. Takes the bag. Throws a 1-2. Iglesias lines it to second, and a leaping Nico Horner. They tried somebody else. That was the wrong somebody.
The problem is they tried another Gold Glover.
The Stanford man soaring through the sky, and Pomeranz has 2 outs. Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth drives the ball to center field. A lot of room out there for PCA, and the inning is over. Pomeranz gets it done. The Cubs faithful have been buzzing from before first pitch. They're 6 outs away from the National League Division Series as Robert Suarez returns to the game to face Bush. Bush drives the ball to deep right field. Michael Bush, goodbye!
Michael Bush, one of the hottest hitters on the planet, going into this playoff, comes up big in Game 3.
Cubs lead 3-0. Michael Bush with a drive over the right center field fence. It cleared the 368 marker and landed about 2 or 3 rows back. and the Cubs now lead by 3.
Do you think this crowd was ready for a blast from someone in a blue uniform?
Woo! Hoerner's into second with a double. And they're going crazy at the confines.
Cubs got the extra base hits working here in the 7th inning.
And Robert Suarez, 31 pitches deep, has reached the end of the line, handing the ball off perhaps for the final time as a Padre. That's up to Adrian Morahone and his offense.
He has got his work cut out. Runner at second base, nobody out. It just feels like the Padres have to draw a line in the sand right now.
Ian Happ lays down a bunt. It's a beautiful bunt. Happ is out at first. Ian Happ with a sacrifice bunt to put a runner at third and only one out.
Kyle Tucker batting with a man at third, infield in, 1 away.
Tucker with a ground ball to first. Arise will go to the plate. He gets the out there on a hit first Hoerner. 3-2 to cut down the potential 4th run.
This at the plate is closer than you think.
Okay.
Yes, Nico's head first dive. He gets his hand, I think it's his left hand, in there quite a bit closer than you think. They are going to challenge.
As it stands, Tucker would be at first with 2 down.
That looks like the best look.
The Golden Field stands. The runner's out. Chicago loses both challenges.
Stands.
Yeah, I just don't think it was enough there.
Tucker takes over at first. The batter is Seiya Suzuki.
0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Suzuki strikes out, and the Cubs will just get the 1 here in the 7th inning.
Here is Pete Crow Armstrong. Pete having a good day. A couple of singles. He drove in the first run of the game.
Whipped him to right. PCA right on time for 100. His 3rd hit.
And PCA might not be at first base very long.
There he goes. Vermeen was ready for it, and he's still late. PCA goes barreling into the bag for a steal.
There was no doubt he was going to try to take an extra 90 right here. And boy, that is close again. Does he stay on the bag? Because Cronenworth does a nice job, and that's what they're teaching infielders now because of replay. There used to be a time we would do a swipe tag and get out of there, but now infielders are holding the tag on the runner because there's a chance they slide across the bag a little bit. The question is, does he keep contact with the bag? And a nice job by Cronenworth. And right there, it looks like he may be off. Because clearly he beat it. He was in there and was safe, but then he slid
The runner
across
lost
the bag.
contact with the base. It will be overturned. He is out.
Yeah.
San Diego returns both their challenges.
Once again, Freddie Fermin in the face of a great jump. Cuts down a Cub base stealer. John Cusack can't believe it. Don't make Cusack mad. Struck him out swinging.
And Morgan works a scoreless 8th inning thanks to that replay review. And we go to the 9th.
3 more outs is what the Cubs need.
Fans are standing. Something tells me they're going to be standing for the entire half inning. San Diego batting in the 9th inning. Jackson Merrill leads it off.
A high drive to right field. Merrill gets into one. Did he get under it? He got just enough. Into the basket for Jackson Merrill, the leadoff man in the 9th, with a home run for San Diego. And the Padres are not done yet.
The seal has finally been broken. Took 24 outs to get to this point, but Jackson Merrill with the solo shot gets the Padres on the board. Tried that split there, it looked like, and left it in the middle of the plate. Jackson Merrill hammered it.
Now Xander Bogaerts, 1 out of 3 with a single in his last at-bat.
A 3-2 from Keller. And strike 3 called. DJ Rayburn just bailed out Keller, and Bogaerts knows it.
Almost seemed like, I don't know that he ever turned away from Bogey. It almost seemed like an admission that he missed that pitch. Mike Schultz stayed there yelling, and he never even budged to look that way.
Keller has lost control, and the Padres have the tying runs on base on back-to-back hit batsmen.
I'll tell you what, the misses from Keller have been as bad of misses as you can get.
It's the right hand for Craig Counsell. He'll go to the Game 2 opener. Andrew Kittredge for a 3rd consecutive day. Kittredge will try to rescue the 9th inning. It's a ground ball, too softly hit for 2. Can they get 1? Yes, for the moment. Matt Shaw gets the out at first, and no doubt the Padres are going to take a look here.
Matt Shaw had a little bit of trouble on the transfer, and then he threw a dart over to first base. Out or safe?
Oh, he's out.
He's out. Well, Matt Shaw knew he was in trouble after he had a little bit of trouble, and he put everything he had. And that's a nice play over at first base by Michael Busch. Goes up the ladder and somehow.
Confirmed, runners out. San Diego has 1 challenge remaining.
2 down, but now there are runners at second and third. So the tying runs are in scoring position with 2 down in the top of the 9th inning. And Freddie Fermin, the number 9 hitter, ready to step in.
First pitch swinging. Fermin in the center. Pete Crow Armstrong on a 3-hit day. Makes the catch. The Chicago Cubs are going to head up 94. They move on to Milwaukee and the National League Division Series.
The Cubs have won the ball game. They have won the National League Wild Card Series battle against San Diego. And Ronnie, not surprisingly, it went right down to the final at-bat.
It never gets easy. Great pitch, a little pitch away, get the routine fly ball, and who better to catch it in center field than Pete Crow Armstrong to finish up this wild card series. The Cubs win game 3. They will advance and head to Milwaukee.
And I hear Milwaukee is pretty this time of year.
We're going to find out.